y'all, and welcome back to London Creek Farm. I've got to start a project today. It's going to be a 2-day, hopefully. It just takes 2 days to do, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do. If you don't recognize this cage, you probably haven't been around on this channel for very long. If you do recognize this cage, you're probably going to laugh because we're using it for something else. We got this cage for free along with a dog kennel for free, and we have used this for baby rabbits, for rabbits in labor, for chickens. We've used it for about a little bit of everything, and we threw it in the dump pile because we just didn't need it right now, or up until now. But I've got some chicks hatching, and all of our cages are full. So if you look at the back of the cage, this is one of the main reasons why we quit using it for rabbits. This is the main reason we quit using this for rabbits. A rabbit chewed through this wire. Now this wire is cheap and not very high quality. If you look up like the prices of these cages, though, the lady gave it to us for free, but they pay like she paid like a couple $100 for this if she bought it new, and the wire is just not very good quality. Now the wire on the top and on the front and most of the sides is still good, but we plan to replace it. Definitely back here is going to need replacing because, like I said, it's rusty. So today, while we're here at the farm, I'm going to go ahead and take off all of the old rusty wire so that tomorrow, hopefully, we can replace it with new. Okay, I got all the screws out, so now it's just time to remove the wire. So I didn't cut that off for very long, and then I realized I can just take the panels off. So as you can see here, I took the panels off of this side. I got all the wire off of that side, got all the wire off of the back side, and got one panel done, and I need to finish another one here on this side. And all we've got left is this, the bottom here, and the top. And these are the pieces that are not as rusty, so I don't know if we'll take that off tomorrow or not, but I'm done for the day. I've got other stuff I got to do, so we'll get back to this tomorrow, and I will show you the finished project as we work on it tomorrow. All right, guys, top of the morning to you. I'm just kidding. It's the next day, so, well, maybe I'm not kidding. Top of the morning to y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day. We're back on to the cage shenanigans. So I've got chicken wire here, and we're thinking that if I don't have enough of this, I got one roll of hardware cloth. Have y'all bought hardware cloth lately? It is expensive. And we're wanting the smaller holes. What is this? It's 5 foot long, 24 inches high, and it's the 1/4 inch mesh opening. And that's it. Okay. And it's galvanized. I'm going to do the bottom in the hardware cloth, and then if I don't have enough, we will finish off the sides in the chicken wire. Here's the biggest issue. This year we have had a very, very big problem with rats and mice, I think mostly rats, getting our baby chicks. A lot of the screws that came with this were rusted. They had worn and broke off, and so I do have to replace some screws, and I had some more heavy duty like screws in here. They're a little bit thicker, a little bit more well made, from a different project that we didn't need them for, so I'm going to replace all the screws with these screws. Okay, I've got a predicament. The wire is wider by like a 1/2 inch on either side. And I don't know, see, this is the inside of the cage to be putting the wire down on. I don't know if it would be better to just put it on the inside and cut the wire, or put it on the outside and not have to cut the wire and just kind of fold it up on it. I feel like folding it up on it, well, I don't know. You can't fold it up on it because Those pegs have to fit. Yeah, I could fold up on it. Because if I put the panels on from the outside, I can fold. I think that's what I'm going to do. And just staple it. I think that's what I'm going to do. This is the bottom outside here. I've put one panel on. This is the gate here. If I butt it all the way up, if I staple it all the way up to the bottom of those hinges, and I've got this one panel on, I'm thinking that I can staple it on the other side of this too, and that's going to give it a little bit more, going to be able to put it up on them sides, those side panels, maybe, if it'll reach, but either way, I feel like having that sticking out on the edge is going to add a little more security there. So I think I'm going to staple it on the outside. So this is the end. This is the end of those. Staple it here, and then that'll go right to that panel. Can you see right there, right here, and that'll cover this crack. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it on the outside instead of the inside. Okay, can you put the hammer on the end of that so it doesn't roll up, please?
Oh, you missed it.
That's okay. Thank you.
Got.
That didn't go in very well. I'm trying to get this to lay flat, not have much slack in it. Oh. Okay, the bottom is stapled. It's not wanting to focus on it. All the way down. I've got this much wire left. I can't get it all the way folded out, but you got the just. And I'm wondering if this will close the gap on that end. So as I told you all before, we were going to have to do something on the bottom of the cage there. So I'm thinking I can pull this wire up here, and maybe it'll cover the gap if I cut those legs off. Because we don't need the legs. It's going to be laying flat on the bottom. Well, I sawed this part off, and it come off pretty easy. So I think these are just wedged in there. Really don't make things like they used to, do they? Let's see if it fits. This is the moment of truth. I'm gonna flip it up. Here. Oh, y'all can't even see it. It does, it fits. Woo!
Perfect.
Perfection.
What I'm trying to do is breaking that in. Can y'all see it? Fits. I want to break that door off. I outdid it right there, I think. Alright, so I need to figure out if I need to screw this or staple it. That goes like literally perfect. Guys, look at that. That couldn't have been more perfect, honestly. I wonder if I could take that and fold that under. I can't. Alright, I'm going to staple this up here. Really need to cut. It's got a little bit longer. Can y'all see that sticking out just a little bit too far? Let's see if I can get it a little bit closer. There's that wire back. I don't know if y'all can see it or not anyways. Need a little more flush. That might work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and staple this end here. Here's the thing though, I still need to put the chicken wire on these sides. And I think I'm going to do it from the inside. Maybe. I'll have to see. So I don't want to staple the wire to the legs or anything yet. I just want to staple to the bottom here. So I decided that it'd be better to just put the panels on instead of having to do two panels separately. It's going to be too many cuts. So I put the panels on. I'm going to line this up. We're going to have to cut some of it. We got some extra wire here. We're going to have to cut some of that wire off. But I'll start stapling it on. And I am doing it on the outside instead of the inside. Because like I said, it's going to be too many cuts. You got two different panels here. And so it's going to be too much. So let's see if we can get this stapled on. And around here, we recycle, reduce, and reuse. I said it over and over again. We'll reuse something a million times. And so this chicken wire has been reused quite a few times. Now let's adjust this down here. I've got a lot of hang off here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I do. We don't want it bulging or anything. We want it pretty tight. So, and when you're reusing wire, that's hard to get. So we're just going to do our best. Okay, so as you can see, I brought it out to the edge here. I'm going to cut this end off, but I got to put these staples, hammer the staples down. But that's the edge, and then I got all the way to this panel. I still got to get this end here. But as you can see, I've stapled it there. So that's the side. And it'll be straight or straight and flat as I can get it on the side here. Can't hardly see it, but there it is. I got this side done, but unfortunately I got to stop. We got to get ready to go. We got church tonight, and so I got to get ready for that. So it looks like this is going to be a 3-day project instead of a 2-day project, but that's okay. I was talking to my husband, and all we've had to buy is the staples and the wire. The wire was around 20 bucks, I think 24. So we'll say 30 bucks for the whole project. So that's not too bad. The cage was free. Chicken wire I've used multiple times on different projects, so it's essentially free at this point. But I gotta stop what I'm doing and go get ready. So day 3, see you then. Alright guys, I told you I was done, but then I couldn't stop, so this is what we've got so far. I put the whole cage together. I got this side done, but you all seen that. I got the bottom done, but y'all seen that. And then I did this side. I did 3 screws here on the bottom of this bottom panel here and got that screwed on. And so all that's left is this side. And we'll do this side in chicken wire, and then we've got to get a door on this. Not too bad. It looks really good too, seriously. Looks really good. Alright guys, it is the next day. I've been working on this, but I didn't film any of it because all I was pretty much doing is screwing and stapling down, making sure everything was secure. But then I had the idea to maybe add legs on the bottom of this. So I think I'm going to add legs. That way it keeps it up off the ground. Nothing real crazy, maybe about 2 inches. But I think I'm just going to cut them off. I've got a piece of wood here. I think I'm going to cut them off and just kind of put it. Hey Drew, what do you think about putting legs on the bottom of that?
Whatever you want to do, you're the boss, you're out there.
Okay, well, you heard it, y'all. Y'all heard it here. So I think I'm going to do just like about 2 inches. They're not going to be nothing fancy. Maybe I can cut straight. I might not be able to, so we'll just have to see. But I think I'm going to cut those off and make some legs out of the Well, here's my wood. Right here. Cut it and put some legs on the bottom. I went to the garage and found these scrap pieces of wood. And so I'm going to try them. They might work a little bit better. This is about, need a measuring tape, but this is about where I want it. Actually, I don't need a measuring tape. I can just use this to guide me. So let me get a pen or a pencil or something and we'll mark these off. Okay, well, however many inches this is how tall we're going to do them. It's a rectangle, so obviously I'm just going to need 4. I'm short. Alright, let's get my saw. Not too bad, first 2. I bet you all never seen anybody in a long skirt use a saw, but there's a first time for everything. Now, I've got a door here, so I can't put these so far over that the door don't open. And I don't know if I want to put them like this way, or this way. More surface area this way. So, this is the top, but more surface area this way. So, probably how I'll do it. I got that first one on. That was a headache. I don't know what the deal was with it. It was not wanting to go on though. I'm going to get these first 2 on and then just kind of base it off of, yeah, I'm measuring with my finger. Base the other side off of them, so. Who needs a measuring tape when you're a woman? You just measure, you eyeball it and usually get it right. There we go. Now, we gotta base this other side off of that, so let me see. Oh gosh, this is redneck. I've ever seen it. Alright, so I'm going to lay that down right there. And that's how I'm going to know where to put the screw at. Come out, back on it. This door is in the way. It's turning on me.
Good.
Will you hold that so I can put that screw in? Come here. Push against me.
Oh! Not messing this. Hell no, that's good.
He didn't think I could possibly do this, did you?
Nay.
Didn't think I could, and I've done the whole thing all by my lonesome.
First thing she's done right in 10 years.
You better be quiet. Alright. Let's get this out of there. This gonna be hard.
It's about done, so I'll take over.
Yeah, yeah. If you wanna staple all these on, be my guest. I'm gonna let him put one in so he feels like he's done something.
Good.
Yep. All right, let's see it. Ooh, looky there, looky there. Boy, that looks nice. All right, guys, it is day 4. I've been working on it without filming. I finished the other side. So now all that is left is the door. What I'm gonna do, I don't know. I have no clue. But I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what it looks like so far. This is the side. This is the other side from the inside. This is what it looks like from the inside. There's the end, and this is the other end. Okay, well, I looked around to see if I could find anything that even like partially resembled a door that would work, but I have not been able to find anything. So I want something, I don't really want something that I have to like pull up and flip up. I want something that I can just sit down and pick back up. And so because of that, this side had like a ledge. I'll show you all in a minute, but this one needed one. And so what I've done is took 2 pieces of wood that I took off of the hutch, and I'm going to screw it. I'm going to screw that. I hope this is long enough. I'm going to screw it to the hutch. Here, so this has a ledge here. This side needed one. I stuck it out a little bit farther because, you know, it's not going to hurt to have more space. But I want the door to kind of sit down on this and me just be able to pick it up and sit it somewhere. As to like having one that flips up or has hinges or something on it, I don't really want to deal with that. Mostly because this wood is kind of thin and cheapish. And you start putting hinges and stuff in, it could break off pretty easy. So I haven't figured out the door. I'm thinking about just cutting maybe like a piece of wood like this. I don't know if I'm going to do this, cutting it in strips, and then just maybe making a handle on the top. So we'll pull it up kind of like that, but we'll just have to see. I'm going to get this in first. I had to enlist the husband because I've spent hours trying to find wood to fit into that.
The boss coming out and getting things done.
Yeah. Oh, and he knows how to work the skill saw. See, I was like I grabbed this saw because I was going to cut some wood, and I could not find, well, I was using scrap wood. I was trying to use that and those 2 pieces, and I just couldn't make them fit, to the point where I was getting upset. And so I asked my husband if he'd help me, and of course he said he would, and he is. So thankful for him. Alright guys, so let's take it out in the sunshine and I'll give y'all a little spin. It's taken 4 days and some help from my husband in the end, but we got it done and I'm super excited. It's a lot more sturdy. It seems like it's going to work out really well. I hope it lasts us for many years to come. If you didn't hear, most of this was stuff most of it was stuff that we had on hand. All we had to buy were the staples, and what else? And the wire. So the wire on the bottom and the side is all we had to buy. We had the chicken wire, we had the wood, we had the screws, we had the wood down here at the bottom that we built the legs out of. I think that it looks really nice. I think that 4 days of putting it together was totally worth it if we get quite a bit of use out of it. I'm even thinking that it would probably hold rabbits, maybe some grow outs for a little bit of time. So we'll just have to see, but definitely I'm super excited about this, and hopefully we can bring our chicks out tomorrow or the next day, and we'll give it a spin. Guys, so here it is without the top, all the sides. This comes out. Let me see if I can get it one-handed. It's hard to do one-handed. Okay, I'm not getting it one-handed. So anyways, there's the side. That comes out. That's the open door. Alright, and then I'll show you with the lid on, or the top on. Okay, there it is with the top. Here's my handles on this side. That side, it can lift out really easy. Of course, there's the middle on the top. I'm super pleased with it. Maybe at the end of this video, I can show you a clip with the chicks in it. Well, I can put us a chick in here. Or chicken. A chicken. I keep saying chick. To demonstrate. You want to take the door down? There's the door.
We could use this like a ramp too, if we need to.
She seems to be exploring and enjoying it. Of course, she's big for it. She can stand up in it, but you getting whacked?
Yep. Ain't first time.
But it's just chicks going in here. So, anyways, that's what it looks like.